and get started. So this is gonna be my version of how to apply the false lashes. This has worked for me over the years since I've been using them for such a long time. I'm just one of those eyelash persons. That's like my go-to. That's what finishes up my look. That's just what makes it look so super pretty are the eyelashes, the eyes. You're just like extra super glam. So today I am going to be using the House of Lashes brand, and these are in the shade Natalia. These are one of my favorite eyelashes just because they're so like wispy, fluttery, like they look really, really nice. And I always go back and I repurchase these. So they come in like this. So obviously once you get your eyelashes, you do want to put them in the right eyes. So obviously just how you get them, that's how you're going to apply them. So this one's obviously going to go on this side, and this one here is going to be going onto this eye. So that's how it's going to start. And the way that you want to pull off your eyelashes is what I do, I just like kind of hold it down and pull, but you do want to be very careful because I know like the cheapy eyelashes, they can fall apart and tear or rip. So you just do want to be very, very careful when pulling out your eyelash. So there it is, like so. So I'm just going to be placing this down. And let me just go ahead and pull off the second one, and we can go ahead and jump on. So you just do really want to be very careful when you're pulling out your eyelashes. So here is the second one that's going to be going on here. All right, so my next step is you do want to measure your eyelash because these eyelashes are not meant to be one size fits all. Everybody has a different eye shape. Everybody has a different eye size. Some people might have hooded eyes. Some people have like larger, longer eyes or smaller eyes. So you do just want to kind of measure it up to your little eye to see if you need to trim, if you need to cut. So this is kind of what it's looking like. I think I might need to trim it just a little bit from the end. You always do want to trim your eyelash from the end, like the outer edge, not the inner edge, because you don't want your eyelash to be hanging out down this way. That's just like not a pretty look. So you are going to need some scissors. I don't have any scissors at the moment, but I'm just going to take this little nail clipper and I'm just going to clip it at the end. And the eyelashes come in like little sections. So if you guys can see here, whoops, I was writing on my hand and I couldn't take it off. But as you guys can see, it has like little sections. So I am just going to cut off just the very end, just the little last section of the eyelash, just because I don't want it to be hanging out. I don't want it to be hanging out of my eyelid. Okay, there's that. And I am also going to be doing the same thing to the next one. Okay. So that's what now that we clipped off the little sections, this is what it looks like. So these were the two little sections that I clipped off. That's just little garbage. Our eyelashes are now ready. They are in the right size that we need them to be. So my next step is to apply mascara. So I applied just a little bit of mascara, not a whole lot of it, because you do want your natural eyelashes to be blending in along with the falsies. So I'm just going to be using this mascara that I have. It's the Tarte mascara. So just a little bit, just to coat them and to make them look a little bit blacker so they can also blend in. One of the things that I don't do is I do not curl my natural eyelashes, just because that could also be a very intense curl. And once you put the falsies on top, it's going to be hard to lay it. You're definitely going to see the difference from your natural eyelash to the falsie. So you just want to just layer it just a little tiny bit of mascara, and then we can go ahead and move on to the next step. I'm just going to let this dry just for a little bit because the mascara and my little eyelashes are wet. So I'll give it like a minute or two and then we can move on to the next step. Okay guys, now that we have that set, our little eyelashes are dry now. Now we can go ahead and move on to adhesive. So this one is my all-time favorite. This is my ride or die adhesive glue for eyelashes. This is the House of Lashes adhesive, and I usually wear the black, well, they have the white and the clear. I usually wear the black one when I have a wing, like when I'm doing my eyeliner, because if it has like a little bit of glue, if it goes up, I mean, it's still covered with the black, so it's not as noticeable. But today, since I am not doing my wing, I'm just doing my eyeshadow and the eyelashes, I'm going to be using the clear one for today. But they both work so good. This one is one of my favorite. This one is one of my staples that I always go to. It's just part of my routine. It's my daily use. So now we can go ahead and move on to the adhesive part. And for this glue, it comes with a little brush, so you can go ahead and brush this. You do want to brush this right on the band of the eyelash, and just a little bit. That you just need just a little tiny bit. And for this step, you also do, I'm sorry, I wasn't even showing you guys, but you also do just want to give it a few seconds to let it sit there for a little bit. This is what it looks like. And then once this starts drying out, it's going to start kind of like, it's going to start to get a little patchy, and that's when you know that your eyelash is good to go ahead and stick on. You don't want to make the mistake of just gluing it on right away, because the glue is so wet and it's going to move around, it's going to slide around, it's going to be a big mess, and your eyelids will be stuck together. That has happened to me when I am rushing. So I'm just going to go ahead and let this stick, and then we can go ahead and move on to the application. Okay, so the eyelashes are starting to dry out. I don't know if you guys could see that, but with this one right here, it is starting to kind of fade away. It's ready. This one is ready to go. This one still, we need to give it a few more seconds to dry out, and then we can go ahead and apply it. So I am going to start off with this one here, because it was the first one that we had applied the adhesive to. Okay, so one of the things that you want to do is you want to get your mirror, but you don't want to get your mirror facing you forward right to your face. You kind of want to look down, and you want to slant your mirror kind of like this. So you're going to be looking down, and that's where you're going to be placing it. You don't want to look straight into the mirror. That's just not the way to do it. You just want to kind of look down, and then you're going to go ahead and place it. Now, there is several tools that you can use to apply false lashes. My favorite tool are my fingers. My fingers are like the best tool that I could possibly have. I mean, they have these right here, and for me, that just does not work. It's too big. You have little tweezers that you can use, but for me, it just doesn't gravitate the eyelash to where I really want it to be. So I will be using my fingers. That's the free tool. These are the best tools you could possibly get. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set the eyelash onto the eye, and I am kind of placing it in the middle like this. Now it's not glued on, it's not really stuck on yet. I do want to kind of play with it. So you want to kind of stick it as close as you can to your natural eyelash. And then once that is done, that's it. This is what this looks like. You could kind of adjust it to how you need it to be. I don't like my beginning of like the inner corner eyelash to be all the way in, because it could stab you, it could irritate your eye. So I kind of like to place it more towards the middle, more kind of centered in, not all the way in the beginning of the inner corner, so that it doesn't irritate me. So this would last me all day long, and I would be totally fine with it. That's just what works out the best for me. And there we go, you guys. That is the first eyelash. And this is what it's kind of looking like. I don't know if you guys could see it. But that's kind of what it is looking like. And I am going to go ahead and move on to the next one. So this one is patchy now. You guys see that, how it's fading? So that means that it is ready to go ahead and apply. And I'm going to use the same technique. I'm just going to kind of just center it right in the middle. And then if I need to move it this way, or if I need to move it that way, I can still kind of wiggle it how I want it to be. So that's what I am going to be doing. I'm just going to push it a little bit out to the outer edge. I don't want it all the way in. And let me see. Let me look down, because I can't really see, because I'm trying to show you guys how I'm trying to do this technique. Okay, so this is the final result. This is what the eyelashes are looking like. It was really fast and easy. If you are a beginner, I definitely highly recommend that you start off with little ones, like little wispies, because They are very light, and then you can kind of play with the band. The band is not going to be as thick as this one. This band is a little bit thicker, but I'm totally comfortable with that. So it just depends what your comfort is, but I know when I started wearing them in the beginning, I would definitely use the Ardell Wispies, and those were the best ones. They were very lightweight, very nice, very pretty, and they were really easy to use. So as you go along, you will learn. You're going to have error with trial until you get to be like the best that you could possibly be. Like, practice makes perfect. That's the key. Practice makes perfect. So yeah, I hope that you guys liked this video. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and you will get it down within less than 2 minutes, like this. Bam, bam, bam. Just as soon as that adhesive dries, you'll pop them on like a pro. So that's what my little tutorial is about eyelashes. I hope that you guys liked it. Let me bring you guys in closer so you guys can see what it kind of looks like. So it looks like this, you guys. The key is to look down. Don't look straight at the mirror. Just take those little tips with you. And yeah, I hope that you guys like this. Please make sure to give me some thumbs up if you guys did like this video, if this video was helpful for those of you that are beginning to use eyelashes. And please don't forget to my channel, like, comment, share, yada, yada, yada. Okay, that's it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.